let's do it. Been meaning to do this for a while, but just never got the time to do so. A bit of a deferring playthrough I plan to do. As much as I like to play Left 4 Dead 2 for like eons and eons, sometimes I have to sit down and just do something else for a bit. So, to get some things out of the way, this is more or less just a normal Pokemon Red playthrough, not a rando or anything. That said, I did take some liberties with the rando setting, since I do have it, I might as well just use it. You might as well use some features I think would be nice to use. Go ahead and get into the game. I apologize if there's any weirdness that comes from running this emulator. I'm not sure how to adjust those type of things, so hopefully nothing bad happens. The way this is gonna work is that we're gonna go through. We're gonna go as far as like every two gym leaders is when I'll stop recording and do a new one later on. So for right now, we're gonna go all the way up to Misty, and then we'll call it there. As far as the gap between the gyms and how much I want to do within that time, that's for me to figure out as I play this. I already have an idea of what team I've established, and I even got some nicknames for them set up by my Discord friends, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, let's give myself a new name. Yes, my name is F. You can be B. Don't ask me why I did this. It's not even that I'm using it for, like, faster text speed, because I literally have a setting that makes it so that the text speed is just always on point. Max Repel, are you serious? So what I have done is I randomized, at least as far as things that are actually going to affect the game, rather than just minor stuff. I made it so that Pokemon that would normally evolve through impossible means, such as trading, are now able to evolve through normal means. So that opens up some possibilities for Pokemon I want to use in the future. For what else? I randomized the names of all the trainers. I think the rival's also affected by this, but we'll see. Yeah, let's get to the point. I don't need to read all this out. I'm pretty sure anyone who bothers watching these videos already knows how this plays out. Because it's not like this is the first time I'm doing any... Not like I'm the first person to record Pokemon in YouTube. So, the other thing I did was I randomized one of the starters to be something I don't usually use at the beginning of the game. What did I choose for this run? Why a Porygon? Why not? Justice for the little guy getting screwed over by that yellow rat every other opportunity. It sucks. There. From this point onward, though, every other Pokemon will be named off my Discord friends, so that's gonna be fun. All of the trainers' mons are kept the same for this one. I did update the... I updated all the Pokemon moves in Gen 1 to be kind of similar to how it is in Gen 5. So, like, Tackle does 50 base power instead of 30, 25, or 30, whatever arbitrary number it is. It actually has 100 accuracy instead of 95. Which means that for some of the early game, Porygon's can actually start sweeping things a lot faster. That said, it also makes the opponent's Pokemons a bit trickier to deal with since they also have the updated moves, but I'll deal with that when I get to it. I will try to keep random encounters to a minimum. I will try to fight every trainer though. I also made it so that every single experience I get from battles are gonna be accumulated based on Gen 5's logic rather than Gen 1, so instead of every Pokemon having a fixed amount of experience they give, experience will fluctuate based on how high my level is versus the enemies. If I'm lower level, then I get more experience. If I'm higher level, then I get less experience, and so forth. I have a feeling this may or may not cause the game to become kind of balanced in a way, because it is very easy for the late game of Gen 1 to just be a lot higher level than your Pokemon can be. We'll see how that plays out. And why did I choose to play Gen 1 over something like... Why did I choose to play Red rather than like Fire Red or Yellow? I've never actually played any other Generation 1 game that wasn't Yellow. I wanted to see what it was like. I chose Red because I think like Red's kind of harder because like your Pokemon options aren't that impressive compared to the Blues. Got fun walking down. Alright, here's your parcel. Get to the meat of the game. Well, really, the reason I chose to do a playthrough of this is because I need footage for a little bit of a project I'm gonna do, and I figured that doing a playthrough of this game would be good since it'll give me just the right material to put in the background. I'm not really gonna commit to heavy editing stuff for this video. If anything, it's more or less just something you put on to listen to rather than watch. So, just take that as it will. The fact that they don't give me Pokeballs in Gen 1, so I actually have to go buy my own is silly. Oh yeah, Guts is like a flying type move now instead of it being a normal type. So that means Pidgey can actually do something that can sort of rival Spearow, I guess. I said I would keep, like, random battles to a minimum, but considering what I'm gonna be dealing with from Brock, I kinda need the edge, because otherwise I'm gonna be sitting there for literal hours getting Porygon to a point where he can actually start doing damage. So, when we get to Viridian Forest, there is only, like, one specific Pokemon I can really use. The other one in this entire route and pathway is just not good. grab 10 of these. You know what, for the hell of it, let's just see what Pokemon this guy catches, because I also randomized it. Alright, man, what do you got for me? Or for yourself? Alright, I see how it is. Let's see if he catches it. Damn, he actually caught himself a Moltres. Good job, buddy. Viridian Forest has a few trainers that I think would be nice to showcase the Gen 5 experience system taking into effect. But for you to really see it, we'd have to go catch a Mon who's lower level than theirs, so let's go ahead and do that. Game? 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 I don't remember which one of these buttons is the fast forward prompt, so let me figure it out. So that's the menu. No, that's the rewind button. I'll figure it out. No, that's still the rewind. One of these is the fast forward. Oh, space, okay. I need to find a specific Pokemon in this grass, because otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere. Apologize if the audio sounds messed up for you when I do this, but it is of the utmost importance. I don't think I'll be using the fast forward feature after a certain point, because it's really not that necessary. For the early game, though, it kind of is, since I'm running Porygon of all things. Now I'm just kind of debating, like, how well this will go if I decide to do this for, like, Gen 2 or something. I'd really, like, Rock is the only real tough thing here. Going to, like, any other gen is a lot easier to deal with. Like, I gotta, like, pay attention to... Oh, that's the fast forward button, okay. You gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, let's go heal up Porygon. If somehow Porygon gets high enough level that he can actually deal decent damage to Brock, then at that point I might as well just keep going with Porygon. I think I barely made that. Let's go back out there and try again. Speed this up a bit for you guys. That's not exactly the mod I want. But it's free experience, so... The yellow rat! Get him! He's back! I didn't mean to run into him. Well, that's just gonna make, like, training the actual mod in question a bit trickier. So you won't really see, like... Or you'll rather see, like, the experience drop off from fighting him as a level 8 Pokemon. Also, I did say to, like, I changed the names of the trainers, so his name is actually Preschooler now. Yeah, it's like getting me a lot more. It'll be a lot more interesting when we get to Gen 2 or Gen 3. That's when they actually start naming each guy. Alright, let's go to a place where I'm not gonna run into trainers. The side effect of choosing Pokemon Red is that it is unfortunately like a 10% encounter rate for this guy, so... That is my cross to bear, and your guys is suffering to see. Ah, there we go. Go! You have failed me, Pokeball. Try again. Alright, I see how it is. There we go. Not part of the team, but mine'll give you something. Now, normally this would take, like, ages to train this guy, but thankfully that's not really gonna be that difficult with this. With the modifications and the moves and everything. He's poisoned, so we gotta go to the Pokemon Center. I am hoping that each video can be condensed down to at least an hour, depending on how much I decide to do. Only in like this one video is I'm really gonna consider doing the speed up stuff. And it's just so that I can get to like actually fighting Brock within a reasonable time frame. A long battle, but it's worth it! Yeah, but just like that, Buggy's already at like level 6. Unfortunately, now I'm gonna get diminishing returns from the experience, so... In a way, it's gonna take longer. Okay. Let's go ahead and, heal up Buggy, and then we'll start fighting trainers for higher experience gains. Porygon doesn't technically need it, because I'm not gonna try to use them as much in Brock's gym. It's really that I need to get Caterpie to evolve into Butterfree. And then, like, raise it 2 more levels so we can actually get a move that does damage. Let's speed on by. Start fighting some people. Get Jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer! As long as the Pokemon is, as long as your Pokemon is like one level lower, you'll always get the experience benefit. It's pretty nice that Tackle does 50 base power, because that means Buggy could actually do significant damage. I say that as it's like taking 10 hits to actually bring down a Weedle. Okay, it's gonna take a while. God, okay then. See how it is. Honestly, the real challenge for you, trying to get through like the end game without getting poisoned by anything. Good luck with that. I imagine it's possible though, like it's not like I'm setting you guys up for something too outworldly, but like the details. I like how he's supposed to look worried when you look at his actual face. I can never get over the fact that every time you look at Metapod a certain way, he always looks pissed off. I would be pissed off too if I was a Metapod. Head back in there and fight the other trainers. I could, like, edit the video around so I can just cut the segments like this, but I don't know how to do that. So I'll just keep going with what I've already been doing. What think of it? What level am I on? Chica's at level 9, so she will catch up soon enough, just not right now. I'd rather fight the cocoons than like fighting the worms, because I don't want to get buggy poison when I'm trying to get as much as possible without having to go to the Poke Center as much. I do hope the volume for the game is good for you guys. We'll get him, buddy! That was a critical. That's terrible. You got it, buddy. Keep on going. Yeah. Alright. Now you need back up. There is one other trainer left before I have to buckle down and give Buggy, like, the hard grind. I will say it could be a bit tricky, but I think he's got it. I'll actually just walk over there normally since I haven't actually gone down this route yet. I do have to switch Buggy with Chica though because the leading Mon can be slightly scary. Actually, come to think of it, both Mons are not that good and not that good for Buggy, so I might as well just do this. You don't technically have to fight this rival. It's kind of optional. Most people tend to forget it. I'm taking the opportunity since it's more experience. See, against Pidgey, Buggy would actually have a chance to do something to it because it would just use a normal time move, but Gust is a flying type move thanks to the move modifier I added, so I actually have to consider what I'm doing here. Alright, I have to switch out. Stand attack is annoying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I stayed before the rivals since I didn't know if I was actually going to win the fight. But I am doing this casually, so it's not like I'm that committed to it. I did get one Zen attack, but I'm hoping it's fine. Yeah, I'll be fine. Now we commit to the hard grind, because Brock is gonna take ages if I don't do this. Trust me. Let's do it. Yeah, I have to like talk to my friend about how I go about editing it so I can just cut segments out of the video, see what he uses. Just so we don't have like moments like this crop up every now and then. I will stay on. My first video game that I ever actually played as a kid was Pokemon Yellow, and that was when I was 6 years old. Those were good times. I wasn't as knowledgeable with how the game worked as a kid, so I just kind of did whatever I thought did the most damage and just worked with that. Although Buggy's evolving into Butterfree, I do need it to be level 12 so it actually learns a damaging move. So we're not actually quite done yet. Thankfully, the cocoons do provide a decent bit of experience, so Butterfree could actually get something out of it. It is a bit finicky for me to use this controller because it's got the most cracked, it's got the most cracked, control scheming that I have, so I have to probably just use a different emulator, to be honest. I'll see what I find after I finish recording this video. But yeah, considering I haven't fought Brock and it's already 30 minutes, that says enough. I feel kind of bad for people who run, like, Charmander in Gen 1, because doing this is a pain in the ass when you're not playing, like, any other generation. But in some way, Charmander has a better advantage in Porygon, because his Ember can at least do special damage as opposed to physical damage, so there is that going for him. Go heal up. The next one should do it. But yeah, Butterfree is getting diminishing returns as it gets higher in level, so you gotta make sure to keep everything in check after that point. In some ways, Butterfree is gonna be my ace when trying to deal with hikers going forward. So, at least until either Porygon learns Side Beam, or I get a Pokemon that can actually do damage to the rock types. People think that, like, rock types suck in Pokemon, and they kinda do, but, like, I ran out of moves. They kinda do to an extent, but, like, Gen 1 is probably the best place for rock types to show its stuff, because the majority of the best moves that people tend to use in OU and, like, Ubers and such, they're gonna be normal types, so, like, rock types are gonna have some advantage against that aspect. As long as you're up against something you know you can deal with. There, learned confusion. Now I can actually deal with Brock. So let's go take care of that. I'll put Chico up front because there is one trainer we haven't fought that we can get some experience out of. Not Butterfree's fine. Let's go deal with Brock. And I will save right here in the off chance that things don't go right. Recording wise, I like the fight. I don't really care if I lose the fight. At least when if I have to do a new recording, it'll be at Brock's gym, so you guys don't have to suffer watching me do all the training and such. Which realistically, I probably should have just done that from the start, but whatever. Andrew is a bulky guy. And can throw a sand attack. Hopefully, the sand attacks don't cause too many issues with this. There we go. Now for broke. You gotta lead off with Buggy because there's no other alternatives. And I'm just gonna have to hope that Butterfree does just enough damage that I can get by with Orion and the rest of it. It's gonna do like no damage to Onyx though, so I do have to hope that everything just turns out the way it should. There's a button that lets me... No. There we go. Hit yourself! No. But at least you wasted your turn. Okay, done. Thankfully, Onyx's attack stat isn't that impressive. It's not that much more impressive than Geodude's. That's it. I defeated Chloe. Yeah, the greatest TM of all time has been attained. Awesome. Like I'm ever gonna use it in a legitimate means. Right. From this point onward, Chica's gonna get a lot of experience, and I'm mostly just gonna use her to deal with the incoming threats. If I run into hikers, then Buggy can take care of that. It won't be that long before we get our second Pokemon though, so that's gonna be kind of cool. Fortunately, like, half my team is mid-game stuff, so it's gonna be a while before we actually start seeing other guys. At the very least, before I reach Rock Tunnel, I'll have at least 3 party members. Let's take care of everybody here! Boss. Okay, then. Go get him, Chica. Yeah, I get sand attack. Awesome stuff! Alright then. I love missing with sand attack. I love it so much that I'd really just like to sit there and watch my moves not hit at all. You know what, let's actually go buy some balls before we keep going. I would buy healing items, but in all honesty, I don't really need it. I will say it is interesting if a person decided to cut out the like the random trainer battles, and just focused on like the gyms and such. At that point, then like your playthrough wouldn't really be that long. Because the trainer fight is what makes up the bulk of playing Pokemon. So this is something I don't really do, but it's nice that I have it. Conversion changes your type to that of the opponent, so if I do this, then Weedle can't poison me because I'm poison type. I do lose out on the damage boost from being normal, but it's fine. I still deal around more than half their health anyways. And I'm going to be using conversion a lot because it is really useful to have. At least until I get conversion 2, in which case everything changes from there. Because for all intents and purposes, Psychic types have the net advantage in this gen. Shorts kid, let's go! He's a developer apparently. That's good to know. Big attack is pointless, you're already faster than me! And does less damage than tackle, funny enough. I like to say Ekans has poison sting, so... Wrap is annoying, though. I have to pray that it doesn't hurt me too much. What's up? What, you got 4 Pokemon? That's nothing compared to what I can do. Okay, well, that was a misplay on my end. At the very least, they can't do much else to me. I guess if I had just kept the normal typing, that would have been a one-shot, in which case that would have been funny. Alright, this could take a bit. Yes, keep screenshotting me. I'm sure that's going to be really effective. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Don't want to sit there and fight cocoons all day. Gotta heal up, Chica, and keep on going. This is what I actually did do when I was playing Pokemon Yellow, playing up, so at least everything is still consistent. Nothing has changed since I was a kid. I do like that the game is running at a smooth 60 FPS for recording, so that's awesome. Depending on how it looks, I might actually have to just stop once I get to Cerulean City, but we'll see what I do. What's up? Oh. Why can't my bird no peck? Not like it would be that useful, but still. The thought would be nice. Man, why are all these developers 5-year-olds? I don't get it. Bot Syndicate's like some random girl, and all the devs are guys. What's going on here? I don't know if you have Poison Sting, but I'm not gonna take that chance. More attack can hurt if it was like anyone else. My last potion, no! I probably won't speed up here because I think at this point, Chica already does, yeah. He does so much damage, it's not even worth speeding up on these guys. I would catch more Mons, but I'll catch whatever I see, I suppose. Jigglypuff could be annoying. He's got Sing. But thankfully that wasn't the case. If we go over here, you run into Mount Moon, which will have our second party member, so that's gonna be awesome. And it shouldn't take that long to find, being honest here. And over here we have our HM user. There we go. I made it so that all HMs that you attain will... Yeah, let's put Boogie up ones that can do damage to what I'm gonna catch. I made it so that all HMs can be used by all Pokemon. That's why I said Magikarp is our HM user, since what else is he gonna do? If this takes a bit, I might have to speed up just so I can get him to show up. Paris is a funny guy. If I had updated the Gen move pool to be like Gen 7 or something. I probably could have ran Paris since Leech Life would actually do 70 damage. But that's not the case for me right now. Alright, I see how it is. The one time I wanted to show up and it... Oh, I ran outside. The one time I wanted to show up and it's not even showing up. But it'll show up in like every other opportunity. You know what, you can just start attacking things. There we go. Why did it take so long to find Geodude? I want to highlight the change with Pokemon being able to evolve in situations where they wouldn't, so Golem is going to be my second party member. Yeah, okay. So this one was given to me by a good friend of mine. So let's go ahead and show off his funny jokes. Nope. Took me a bit to find it, but here we go. Yeah, let's do it! My man's got a shit on all the cameras. Anyways. Realistically though, if there was ever a Pokemon that can utilize Bite of all things, it would be Shitrock. Hopefully I'm gonna lose like all my monetization from this, but I don't care, I'm not even making money off of it. The reason I made like the change to I changed up the you might as well just use Bites and I'm not gonna keep it around on me. The reason I kept Gen 5 updated movesets for this game is because Rock Throw has an accuracy of 65, and that's awful. So at least here, you can have a higher accuracy check. Geodude, get rid of this guy. Here, let's use our one and only Max Repel. And fight some guys while we're at it. You'll kind of see what I mean when I say like rock type dominates normal types in Gen 1. Because, Shitrock is good at like dealing with all those types of Pokemon. Alright, this one could take a while again, so... It'll be a while before he evolves into Graveler, so I'm gonna be stuck with Geodude for a bit. We'll heal up just because that did use up several tackles. At the very least, I do have a Pokemon I can deal with Lieutenant Surge, so that's hilarious. Lefairy! Get out of here. Ow. If the sting lands on, if the sting gets used, and I actually do go to sleep, I'm gonna have to speed up again. It's gonna be annoying. Come on. Come on, buddy. Shit on the Pokemon. Do it! Okay, here we go. Yeah, you lost. Deal with it. Get good. Let's go down here. Look. You're gangsters? Alright then, I see it. It's gonna take a while. Yeah. Here, we'll switch out just so I could get rid of the stupid sand attack. I don't really need a sharpen since I'm gonna switch back to shit rock anyways. Plus, Chico's already doing crack damage, so it doesn't matter. I believe Zubat doesn't have, like, any actual moves that doesn't do damage, so this will be funny. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad Bite is a move that exists. Yeah, like Geodude Geodude's lineup has good attack stats, so combine that with 50 base tackle, it does a lot for just what he can do. We'll just wait until we get an actual rock type move, it'd be nice. Let's grab this item. And we'll give it to Chica, because I don't have anyone else to really use it on. DV gains here. I think it's called DVs. They're different than like EV gains here, so don't ask me about it. Magnemite. He can't do anything to shit rock. I don't think he actually has. I don't think he learns Sonic Boom at this level. And if Magnemite can't do anything, Voltorb certainly can't. Because realistically, like, I think Electrode is the worst electric type to be using in this game. There's just far better options. Especially with how late you even get Voltorb versus something like Pikachu. Let me see, level-wise, you guys are kind of close. Alright. We'll use that later on. And this is our air candy. So we'll hold on to that for now. Your bugs are no match for my rock! will have to go to the Poke Center to heal up his tackle though, so gotta keep that. Gotta remember to do that. Alright, let's go heal up at the center. This is like an escape rope or something, isn't it? Well, that is kind of convenient. I would put Butterfree or Buggy away because I don't really need to use it, but we still have at least like one more hiker in this entire area, so I do want to take care of that issue. Did I find a repel? Probably not. It's just tough it out. Ooh, I probably should have switched into Chica before doing this, because I think she has grass types. Yeah. So let's go ahead and make a tactical decision here. There, now you guys can't do anything. There we go, now shit rock actually starts shitting on everyone. That was a crit, that's hilarious. And we'll keep you off. I don't think we're gonna have any other grass type troubles going ahead with this cave. Go over here, get some things. I don't need to fight another Geodude, I'm good. Don't tell me what to do, buddy. He's a writer, apparently. I too wanted to be a writer, but some things just don't work out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What may this item be? Yeah, we'll go ahead and give it a shit rock. Mega Punch is a TM you can buy from Celadon City later on, so I'm not losing anything for using it. Plus, it'd be nice to have a move that does a bit more damage than Tackle. It can miss though, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Or Geodudes. I told you guys, it takes ages to get one, but when I don't need it anymore, they all just show up in drones. Realistically, I could probably fight Misty with just the 2 Pokemon because I can just didn't mean it that. I can just use Porygon's conversion to minimize some damage. Probably hold off on using so many rock throws. Although I can't do anything against him, I will give Buggy one opportunity to do something else. I mean, I say can't do anything, I mean, like, with my other team. Go get him! Z. Eventually, maybe I can get Geodude to learn Dig, and then I can actually start dealing with the rock type without really needing anyone else. But by that point, I'll have a different Pokemon to take care of them, so it's not that important. In like Pokemon Yellow, this guy has like different Pokemon, but here he's got the first fully evolved one. Actually, Shit-Rock would be better for this guy. Just because rock typing has the advantage. Punch him! Trying to lower defense, we can actually do something. And now we go back to Chico so she can actually start contributing some bit more. I need to catch at least 10 moments so I could get Flash. I don't really need it though, because I can just walk through Rock Tunnel without any issues though. Be nice to have, nonetheless. Yes, give me all the Pokemon. I want all of them. All the Geodudes in the world, and then some. I'll try to catch Paris. Oh, of course. Get in the ball. No. I just wanted to catch him just because. Yeah, you do that, buddy. Revive the fossils for money. We'll see how that. We'll see how far that takes you. I don't need to switch. I don't need to switch types. You can deal with it just fine. I'll try to catch you that. No. We gotta do to fight. Let's do it. Grimmer. Can't be that bad, right? Okay, yeah, it's bad. Alright, we'll get Paris out so we can go back into Chica, just so I can get rid of Disable. There we go, at least that's reasonable. Both targets attack. That's hilarious. Yeah, this one could be a bit scary, because I don't know if he has Smog. Yeah, he does. Okay. At the very least, like, the battle's over. This guy, this scrawny-ass guy is a strong man, apparently. Let's pick up Lord Helix. And get out of here. As soon as I deal with more incoming threats from bats and rocks. There is supposed to be a Clefairy here, but I didn't get it to show up. Here, let's cut to the chase. Buy repels when I get the chance. Trust. Yeah. What do we got? Oh, good. Let's just get rid of this. It's not even worth having. Let me just check really quick. The next mon that's coming up is gonna be Oddish, but I want to make sure that it's in the route above, not the route I left. Yeah, okay. What do I want to do? Do I want to just fight? Well, hello there, guy, standing on the roof. Do I want to fight Misty right now with just Chica front running everything? I want to say Starmie has like an actual damaging move, like Swift or something stupid. But I could be fine. Yo, let's put some of these guys away. We don't need Buggy anymore because we already got... We got our next mon coming up that we can use. We'll put Lamau away until we actually need them. And I guess we'll put some items away too. This in there. That in there. This thing. So Lord Helix away for now. We'll buy some balls, and then I'll think really quick about what I decide to do. And you know what, we'll buy some repels. You know what, we'll fight Misty. I am confident that Chica could take care of it. And if not, then at least I don't have any money to lose. Other than just time. Or C. It's not that important, but at least I could take less damage when using conversion. The Elder could take a bit. Let's go ahead and use some sharpens. Goldeen up ahead doesn't have a water move, so I can keep Chica as a normal type and just get through it faster. I'm gonna think of it, I could probably just use, oddly enough, Shit Rock to deal with the fish, but nah. Chica's lower level, she needs it. That could be annoying. But it wasn't. Alright, let's get ready to deal with Misty and then I'll call it here. For this battle, I really am just banking on Porygon actually doing something. So let's just hope that everything goes well and right. I don't have that much money, so I'm not gonna lose anything from this. Let's go! Okay. Robin. Alright. Just so they don't use the water type moves. Get a couple of sharpens in to do decent damage. Alright, let's see how well this goes. Ah, okay, I'm gonna have to switch over. I'm gonna have to go actually catch Oddish and do something with it. Either that or I gotta train Chica up to a point where it can actually do something a bit more than little damage. So that means this video is gonna go even longer. That's awesome. I love it. There's an item around here. There it is. Jerry is up ahead, so you gotta switch over to Shit Rock so it can lead off against Pidgeotto. Yeah, I know you got a bunch of Mons. Let's do it. Yeah. Punch it. No, you got this. Pepper can't do anything. Because they never gave him any moves to use. Probably could have used conversion to minimize Ember damage, but it doesn't matter. See you, man. We gotta go catch an Oddish. So that means we gotta power through Nugget Bridge. At least when I get to the later gyms, they won't be as bad. I already have the Pokemon needed to take care of them. So I do apologize for this video being as long as it is, but that's just the circumstances that I chose to do. Yeah, Chica. Bro never evolved his Caterpie to Butterfree. This is embarrassing. Okay. Alright then. Punch it! Won't lie, it feels kind of good to just do normal runs like this instead of randomized stuff. Because as fun as randomized runs can be, I feel like it did like overstay its welcome. When people just start attacking more and more arbitrary rules on top of it. You do way more damage than needing to switch over to poison type. It's all good. We are getting a bit close to learning Side Beam with Chico, so that's gonna be fun. Punch it! Alright then, I see what you're trying to do. This guy could be annoying because he has a Mankey. And I realized that I probably should have healed Chica before doing this. Alright, everything went well anyways. Didn't matter. Let's go heal up. We'll fight Mr. Team Rocket guy. And then we'll catch our third Mon. Give it his name. Fight some hikers to hopefully get levels out of it. The way I'm looking at the time, it might actually end up being 2 hours, in which is just kind of surprising. I'm just gonna have to hope that it never gets to that point with every other Pokemon video going forward, so... Once again, my bad for this. Yeah, okay, shit, rock is up front. Let's do it! Give me my nugget. I would join, but I'm busy doing other things like playing Pokemon, so nah. I don't feel like it. Punch it! Yeah. No. I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, I know, it could be a good Team Rocket member, but I don't care. I gotta go catch some weed. Now, what is this thing? Thunderwave could be nice, but I'm gonna hold off on it until I can use it on a... Wait, can Porygon learn it? Can actually. That's cool. Do I want to give it Thunderwave, though? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm not really gonna use these type of TMs anyway, so might as well just get them out of the way. Have it not take up space. Not the one I want, but I will catch it just for the sake of having it. Or not. Chico will just curb stomp literally everything. I will say though, apparently like that its moves like this have different catch properties for these mons than some other games would, so you could in theory catch Pidgey like this. Yeah. Alright. There you are, Oddish, my best pal. Get in the ball. Yeah, that's how it's done. Yeah, we'll give it a name. The same person who recommended Shirok also gave me another name, so let's show this off. No. There we go. If you guys understand why he chose Mr. Meaty, then I give you a gold star. Let's go heal up, and then we'll go grind a bit with Oddish so it can actually deal with Misty, and then we'll call it. Part of me is a bit bothered that I'm kind of treating this like I'm treating my streams usually, and I do, again, apologize for that. I wish I could say more hilarious things, but I'm not really that type of guy to come up with things on the spot like that. I'm just making do with what I already can. But anyways, despite these hikers, or tamers in this case, I don't know if Mr. Meaty can deal with much hop. Kind of? He is doing more damage than I can put out though, so I'm gonna have to switch out to something else. Let's go back to Mr. Meaty so we can actually get real experience. Grass and water types are rock types is kryptonite in this gen, as you can see. Hey man, you're gonna regret your decision though. Never mind, I think he's got a plan. Nice. Not enough to deal with Misty though, so let's keep going. I think doing flat damage would be better than trying to set up a poison powder. If it was like stun spore or sleep powder, I would use those more. Okay, I'm switching out. Tackle! Go! We'll switch over to Mr. Meaty for the experience, and then we'll go back to Shit Rock, and then we'll all be good. Alright then, your little Fury attack. Get all 5 hits in, why don't you? Or not. Thank you. Go heal up. You know what, I'll speed up this segment, because it is a long walk. Oh yeah, wait till I get the bicycles in it, I don't have to do that just to get around. It's also on me because I didn't buy potions and such, but it's also on me for not cutting videos, but you already get the idea. I don't think it takes that long for Oddish to evolve into Gloom. I want to say it's before level 20. And if that's the case, it shouldn't take that long for Oddish to evolve at that point. Fantastic! Punch it! Then punch it! Yeah, there we go. Punch it! And tackle it! So good a hiker. Alright, easy experience, let's do it. Here, let's make this easier on Speedy. Never mind, you'll miss. There we go. Took a bit, but we did it. Sunspore, that's a better move to use. And I don't even have to go to the Pokemon Center to heal up. You love it. Go ahead and use it here. Ow. It's fine. It's all fine though. Okay, I do have to switch out, but I'll keep Meaty and just to get experience before I do this. Punch it! Let's find out what this is. Seismic Toss. Get Rock and learn it. I'll hold off for now. Until I can find something. Until there's possibly another Pokemon I can use it for. Which, given my Pokemon roster, it's possible. Let's see what happens. Another Ekans for me to immediately switch out of. Perfect. Okay. Here's something Mr. Meaty can deal with. You might actually be level 20. Oh, this is a grass user. Also keep Meaty in so we can get the experience. Go ahead and switch out to Chica this time. Yes. We shall deal with this as we go. Or rocks. Ow. What am I thinking? Mr. Media could deal with Misty, I think, on its own now. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's just get this out of the way. Bill, my buddy. Have you seen Lewis? I missed the guy. There we go. He's all nice and good. Now give me the ticket. Yeah. I have to go fight Missy so I can get this stream over with. Stream. Recording. Ah! Let's just get on out of here. Now let's find out if Mr. Meaty could deal with this on its own. If not, then I might have to push it just a little bit more so it evolves into Gloom, and then I could take care of Misty. Alright, let's do it! Gotta get the stun spore in so it has the speed advantage. We can land the thing. There we go. Your X-Defend is pointless in this battle, Robin. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I can get it to work. Here, take a nap. I said take a nap. Bear with me, guys. We got this. Yeah, this is why sleep status is so busted in this gen. It's insane. Thank you for the badge. And thank you for Bubble Beam. It's actually pretty nice that all 3 Pokemon are at equal levels, so now I can actually just start balancing them out better for the next time I record this. Go inside the center, heal up, and then I'll call it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that it could have been a lot better, a lot more consistent, but I'll figure that out as I go, I guess. Well, we'll see what happens. It'll work out. Hope you guys look forward to the rest of this playthrough, because next time we're gonna go deal with Surge and Erica. That'll be awesome. So until then, take care everyone, and goodbye.